Come to terms with misery, we'll all die anyway. No matter how you thought you'd unend, was it nothing? I don't care. Now looking back on my mistakes, I'll make them all over again. We still live for, this is our war. One was lost, but that's one was for. No confusing when no such thing as a freedom. I know too well the dusty ground. Meaning when I say you make a stand. Meaning when I say.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestling Empire Originals Network. We are back again with a new episode of Forever, and we are a few days away from the feature event Fool's Gold. I have been here long enough to say this is the only time where the chasing of the gold is at its peak. A lot of superstars have a huge target on their back. They don't know who's up next. They don't know how long the line is. All they have to do is prepare to defend their championships. Everyone is after gold.
The boom era has officially begun here at FRVR. Challenging Goliath at Collapse R5 was me testing how tough this roster is. Because when I helped crown the inaugural world champion, Lou Stormer, I wanted to make sure the FRVR era is indestructible. It's only two people I'm sure about right now, and I know there's a whole lot more out there.
Let's see who's gonna answer the challenge. And oh my goodness, and Chaos, one of Forever's brightest superstars and youngest. One half of Tidal Wave coming out with a new look which might be signaling an era of stepping up. Ladies and gentlemen, the furniture has been introduced. It's time for this hardcore championship match. Scott Boom defending his championship match against Chaos, who just answered this open challenge. And what is this one? Chaos is one of the superstars that Casey Styles handpicked and saw as the future of Forever. Him and Agent Waters, his partner actually, they both make Tidal Wave, have been picked as the two supers who lead this new wave. And we haven't seen them in a long time. We haven't seen Chaos since, oh my goodness, what a reversal. We haven't seen Chaos since Casey Styles tour, where he teamed up with Agent Waters to try get themselves a shot, oh my goodness, what a reversal, at the tag team titles heading to Collapse. They entered the Super Tag Team Collapse tournament, trying to make a name for themselves. Yeah, and oh my goodness. And you can't say Chaos came out here because he missed the biggest pay-per-view in the Wrestling Empire. He missed the biggest pay-per-view in this network. He missed Collapse. Now going forward, he's not going to miss any pay-per-view. He wants to be champion. He wants to be able to perform at the biggest stages. He wants to live up to the hype. Because there was a tons of potential that he showed in season 1. A lot of people have been asking what happened to Chaos. Now he's here, and oh my goodness, he's here, looking all brand new, rebuilt. And oh my goodness, what a spear! And I think Scott Boom's head hit the steel steps. And you gotta love how Scott Boom is already bringing out the future of this company. Oh my goodness, I think that's what Chaos was going for. He wanted to make sure that spear does enough damage. And oh my goodness, look at Scott Boom's body. I don't think he expected this. Oh my goodness. Covered in blood. Chaos bringing the chaos right here. Now you have to say, it might be like looking in the mirror. Scott Boom, oh my goodness. He has that signature high flying move And another spear. You have to say that Scott Boomer has to feel like he's looking in the mirror because, oh my god, what a reversal! He has to feel like he's looking at the mirror because the chaos in chaos means boom, and the boom in Scott Boom means chaos. We are basically watching two indestructible forces clash in this first defense. Look at them go, and oh my goodness, Scott Boom manages to reverse that one. Is it over too? And oh my goodness, it is over. What a performance by Chaos, definitely living up to his name. And look at this reversal. That was supposed to be it, but Scott Boom had some left in the tank, and look at this reversal. And guys, this might be the greatest hardcore reign that we're about to experience right here, because that performance. Wait, that's Adrian Waters, Scott Boom's little brother. Ladies and gentlemen, it continues. The chase for gold continues. We have a #1 contenders match happening right here. Matt Dominion facing the former tag team champions, the Golden Era, who actually felt Robert Collapse of 5. Xavier Strong seemed to have kicked out a tree when Kevin Orr pinned him. They have been begging for a rematch, but Matt Dominion was seated front row at Collapse, and they're like, no. DLW won fair and square. And here we go, Golden Era and Matt Dominion for the first time ever. #1 contenders match for the tag team titles. I did explain how this came together. Xavier Strong doesn't believe he got pinned at Collapse of 5, but Matt Dominion was seated front row and said DLW pinned him fair and square, and he's trying to show an example right here. Matt Dominion said no, Kevin Orr pinned Xavier Strong fair and square, and if they really want their titles back, they have to go against the finalists of the Super Tag Team Tournament. And miscalculation, Jean-Claude was going for an innovative move, but Xavier Strong reversed it on time. Look at this. And now the action is outside. T-Rex is legal, and look at this, and oh my goodness, this is why they call him Xavier Strong. That's what the Strong in Xavier Strong stands for. Oh my goodness, with such momentum. He managed to reverse that, but T-Rex now on top. And this might be it. This might be it. Xavier Strong has to run back in the ring, and oh my goodness. Xavier Strong is disqualified. And he seemed to be carrying the match just well. And I don't know how he's gonna take this one if Alex Wilson doesn't pick up a win right here, because he will not blame anyone but himself. And look at this, Jean-Claude now going for the swing. And T-Rex, what is this? Oh my goodness. Simple Hurricane Runner, but coming from T-Rex, one of the most agile superstars that we got here. Can't say top 5. Has to be painful. Has to feel like you're in a roller coaster. And he brought those steps for a reason, and oh my goodness. I think he injured himself on that one, rolling out like that. And now look at Jean-Claude outside. taking advantage. And another code breaker there. And this is something that I feared. Look, Alex Wilson helpless. Oh my goodness, what a kick! Alex Wilson is helpless. And Jean-Claude is just going crazy. Oh my goodness. Are they trying to have him counted out too? But Terry Rex wants the action to end in the ring. Pressuring him. And look at this. And oh my goodness. Backbreaker. Alex Wilson now trying to lock in. He wants the golden era to be the golden era. To be draped in gold. Is Terry Rex gonna tap? And oh my goodness. Reversal there. What is he going for now? What is he going for now? Oh my goodness, the Supreme Natura 1. Is this it? Oh! See, Alex Wilson is still up. Terry Rex hit Jesper Russo's finisher. Should I say signature? But that didn't work on him. And what is this? Alex Wilson might be picking up. Alex Wilson was so close to taking the golden era to the golden days. And what a reversal by Jean-Claude. And now Rex trying to steal one. I don't know how Alex Wilson is surviving this. And oh my goodness. What? How did I survive that? Rex is going for the code breaker. And now, this should be the end. That should be the end. One. That should be the end, of course. Of course, it is official. DLW defending their titles against Met Dominion is going to be a part 2. The star-studded tag team taking place tonight. Jesper Russo and Kingsley taking on Belinda and Jazz.
There's no revolution here. I'm stuck in fear. Never thought I'd be held by fear. Time again, I've given up before I made it through. So let my heart go home and give myself up to you.
Finish it. He has to finish it. And blockbuster! And he's on the ropes, failing down. This is what happened in Collapser. This is how he's going for the pin. He's going for the pin. He's going for the pin. Belinda has pinned the new forever world champion. And here's the moment that you have been waiting for. Jesper Russo versus Belinda for the forever world championship. And here's the man who shocked the world by pinning Jesper Russo on the first show of the Collapser. Was teaming up with Jazz to take on Jesper Russo and Kingsley. That pin might change the landscape of forever, because if Belinda wins here, he enters actually forever as world champion, challenges Jazz for the Intercontinental title, and might come out of Fool's Gold to belt Belinda. And imagine what that would do for Belinda's career, who has only been here for 15 minutes. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Jesper Russo versus Belinda for the first time ever for the Forever World Championship. I did say on the last show that when this match happens, it's gonna be interesting, and it's happening sooner than I expected. This is Belinda's first shot at the World Championship. And you might be witnessing the quickest title change in this network's history. And look at this reversal. Oh my goodness, look at Belinda go. So locked in. I want to bring out the fact that Belinda, in his debut match at Casey Styles Tour, and look at this. Come on, ref. Belinda in his network debut, and look at the shining star connected. Jesper Russo is not playing games. He wants to prove that he's no longer an underdog, he's a top dog. And Belinda proving that he's not an underdog. He's been around and is ready to be a top dog. I wanted to say Belinda's network debut was against Kingsley at Casey Styles Tour. He challenged Kingsley for the Intercontinental title and he beat Kingsley via countout. I want you to keep that in mind because in his debut he beat a champion. Oh my goodness. At Collapse of 5, he wasn't pinned. He came close to becoming Intercontinental champion, and look at this. Belinda, when it comes to title matches, he doesn't lose basically. So we might be looking at a new world champion right now. Belinda is a threat to, oh my goodness, is a threat to each and every champion we have right here. He has never lost the title match. Technically. What happened at Collapse? He wasn't pinned. And look at this. And now they're just going crazy. And now Belinda and Jesper Russo taking it all out. They want to make it to Fool's Gold. And I did say this is the only time where the chasing of the gold, the chasing of the gold is at its peak, because anyone can become champion. Even the star that you overlooked can be a champion. Now Belinda getting technical. We haven't seen Belinda get this technical, which is understandable, because when he's a high flyer, he's a cruiserweight. And Jesper Russo is a high flyer, he's a cruiserweight. Everything that Belinda does, Jesper Russo can do better. And Belinda now is figuring that out. Getting technical. Locking in. Basically keeping Jesper Russo grounded. And this is what happens when you don't keep Jesper Russo grounded. He goes for that signature move. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Belinda. What a reversal. And I did say, whatever. Oh, now Belinda is destroying Jesper Russo. And it's understandable, because if you want to be world champion, you have to go all out. He saw what Jesper Russo did to Sexy Jess at Collapse of 5, and he wants to bring him down. He knows what it takes to go from underdog to top dog, and he wants to change that. He wants to be the top dog tonight. He wants to change the landscape of Forever tonight. Super locked in, and oh my goodness. And the count. Is he gonna do what he did to Kingsley at Casey Styles Tour? Is he gonna beat Jesper Russo by a count out? Jesper Russo is getting up. Jesper Russo is getting up. Jesper Russo is getting up. Oh my goodness, and Belinda. But here's the thing, if Belinda keeps Jesper Russo outside, the title doesn't change. Oh my goodness. Can Jesper Russo make it? Jesper Russo is dizzy. Jesper Russo is dizzy and is counted out, but the title doesn't change. What's Belinda has bit Jesper Russo, but Jesper Russo will be going to Fool's Gold as champion. And here's Kingsley watching there, his opponent. And Jazz, who will be facing Belinda at Fool's Gold.